Hey guys, and welcome to the patch notes for the 4th of July 2018 patch. So, this patch brings a few new things. The biggest change, I would say, to a lot of players, or at least in their eyes, is the swimsuit costumes have come out this patch. Swimwear for both male and female classes have been added. These hot outfits are sure to keep the summer fun going all season long, and these will also help with swim speed. The tournament water parks have received a few tweaks and issues, and there's also been a few changes to various classes. So the Ferocious 9 Shark from the Termian Water Park event has been edited. It's basically been nerfed. It's had its HP decreased by 30%. The stun effect will no longer be applied when you're hit by it. Its attack range has been increased though, and a fixed issue with the 9 Shark hunting ship would rattle too much. There's also a brand new Summer Activities screenshot contest starting today and ending in 2 weeks. So submit before the 15th, and the winner will be announced on the 18th. The top 5 entries will receive a 90-day value pack, so 3 months. Top 30 entries will receive a settlement pack, which has a 7-day value pack, Skilled Book of Combat, Blessing of Kama Sylve, I believe 10 million silver, and 10 of each weapon and armor blackstones. There's also a fireworks event for the July 4th event. New rookie and returning attendance rewards have been added, and the chance to obtain giant manta ray and breezycon seaweed from harpooning with Termian harpoon has been tripled. Blackspirit's adventure will continue for another week, and the loyal attendance rewards will continue for another month. But the golden goal event has ended, and the guild attendance rewards have ended, but there's no new guild attendance rewards that have been added as of this patch. So the swimwear settings have been added. So this is actually a little more complex than just a swimsuit costume. When wearing the bikini or swimsuit, the underwear settings button will be turned into the swimwear settings button. When you change from swimwear to underwear, swimwear settings will be deactivated and be turned back into the underwear settings button. When swimwear settings are activated, other adventurers will be able to see your character's swimwear in safe zones and in the water. If you leave the safe zone or water, swimwear settings will be automatically deactivated. And when it's activated or deactivated, it will take approximately 10 seconds for the change to appear for other adventurers. Apart from that, the chance to fish up mud skippers has increased on Termian Beach, but it won't affect your octopus fishing rates. And there's not too many other normal changes. Following that, the big changes really are there's a few small changes to the stables. Skill UI at the stable has been revamped, and the text explaining the conditions under which you cannot use premium horse appearance change coupon has been added. But the big changes this week are to the classes. They've once again, just like last week, fixed more issues with the accuracy effects, which were not being properly implemented on skills that require the use of summoned creatures. So they discovered that the accuracy effect of the summoned creatures was not totally fixed, even after the accuracy revisions last week, and they have fixed that issue with this maintenance. So the changes are as follows: Sorcerer's Blade of Darkness, Berserker Flamebuster at 200%, Tamer's Haylang, and Witch and Wizard, the basic attack and any skill using Tet and Gore for the Witch, or Marg and Arn for the Wizard. They've also adjusted the damage of 100% Black Spirit's Rage skills. So you can see for each class here. So none of them were nerfed, they were all at the very least buffed. Witch and Wizard, their normal 100% in Pre-Awaken stayed the same, as did Valkyrie's, but every other class got at least 10% up to about 100%. And there's Pre-Awakening and Awakening, because you have two different 100% skills. Super Armor effect has been added to the motion for absorbing Black Spirit's Rage through Rage Absorption, and you'll now recover 0.15% of Black Spirit's Rage per second. It now has a 100% chance of also increasing by 0.1% per damage to your character, compared to before when it had a 10% chance of increasing by 1%. So, same overall effect, but much smoother now, not prone to random spikes through RNG. When you summon Haylang, Gore, Tet, Arn, Marg, or the Sea Dragon to attack or use the skills listed below, the damage stats from the main weapon your character has equipped will now be applied. So, Sorceress, and then the change was made to prevent the rapid switch from main weapon to special gear for higher damage when using following skills, or Haylang, Gore, Tet, Arn, Marg, Sea Dragon, the following skills. So Berserker's Flamebuster, Valkyrie's Wave of Light, Moose's Projection at 100%, Kunoichi Delighted Blast, Witch Toxic Flood, Wizard Lava Field, Dark Knight, Luscious Snare and Trap of Vidir, and Striker's Echo Spirit. And you'll also no longer see the effects that occur when other adventures have 1 or 200% Black Spirit's Rage. So for the actual classes, Valkyrie received quite a few changes this week. They fixed an issue for Severing Light. The effect applied for the downwards motion of Sanctitus Aslar when used with Black Spirit's Rage has been changed from a stun to a bound, but the skill's attack range has been increased. The motion and effects for Wave of Light have been changed and charging has been added. So it's now down F keys using Wave of Light, charging will be added. And you also get a forward guard effect during this charge period. After the charge, the Wave of Light was formed will attack and pull in targets again at a 25% greater range. And they've also reduced the SP requirements of the skill Verdict Lancia Justitiae by a significant amount. Unfortunately, none of these changes are really big enough to sort of fix the issues that Valk faces right now, and she will need more buffs in upcoming patches. Witch, Wizard, not too much. Musa got a few small changes and a nice little bug fix for some of his crowd control. Mewa got a few small changes as well as a control for charged stub arrows, same as Musa. Apart from that, not too many other changes for the classes themselves. There are a few changes to sailing boats, so this patch has focused a lot on stuff to do in and on the water. So to allow you more freedom in choosing the sailing gear best suited to your personal tastes, new sailboat gears have been added. Additionally, the specifications for existing sailing gear items have been improved. So when the new sailboat gear is equipped, your sailboat's weight limit will be increased. So for the Etheria sailboat, Sea Dragon prow, lightweight black plating, the Elise cannon, and blue wind sail. And the AP for Alina cannon and equip effects of the following sailboat gear have been improved: Dragon prow, enhanced black plating, Alina cannon, and black breeze sail. The stats for swimming speed increased by percentage have been added to the item descriptions for Dadum diving suit and Splatfish's clothes. You can now exchange fairy wings for sweet honey wine by the new NPC Kaelin instead of Thea at the Common Temple. She'll be on the right of Heroine. Oh, okay. And they fixed the issue where Ultimate Elsh main hand weapons could not be exchanged with the main weapon exchange coupon. And finally, the HP of world bosses will now be shared in all servers, with the exception of Vel. Adventurers in all servers will now be fighting the same world boss. As before, participation for defeating the boss and items looting will be per server. World boss monsters used to appear per server. Now, the HP of all world boss monsters will be synchronized and shared throughout the servers. No matter which server you're on and how many you are fighting beside you, you will be able to defeat the boss before it despawns, as long as they don't mess up the numbers. A new option to change vision range to be able to have a wider perspective has been added when battling the following world bosses: Zarka, Nuvra, Karonda, Kutum, Quint, Moraka, and Offen. And this option can be used when boss vision range button appears on the character near the world boss monster. If the distance with the world boss is too great, the option will not be available. This also means you can now change servers even when a world boss monster has appeared. And they've also fixed the issue where PvP restriction would continue when changing servers after defeating a world boss. So those are all the big changes this patch. Click on this to show the Summer Beach stuff. Those are all the big changes to this patch. The swimsuits, the change to the world boss, the second fix to accuracy, and a few new events. It's an interesting patch, especially for people that like to sort of peruse the content the Black Desert has available in the water, such as swimming or sailing. But for most classes, the big things are the world bosses and the accuracy changes. Anyways, guys, these are the patch notes for the 4th of July 2018 patch. As always, hope these patch notes were helpful. Subscribe if you liked it, and have a good one.